dude. I went with David Spade over to the Oscars after parties, and that was interesting. And fuck Oscars, man. I don't like all of that shit. I don't like Hollywood or much of it. And but getting to go with him and stuff like that was real interesting. And I was over at his house. We watched the Oscars at David's home, and they had the Chris Rock got hit, and I was thinking about that, and I think there was so many people have talked about it, right? That is what it is, but I think there was like a moment where part of the anger was that here you have somebody who's just saying something, right? Chris Rock. Now I get he's jabbing at the guy's wife. I get that. But also he's a comedian. He should be able to do that. Or he should be able to take his risks. And I felt like it was a calculated risk. It felt super safe. But there was something about how you saw a guy walk up because he didn't like what somebody else said, or for whatever reason. It's hard to really know the reason that Will Smith had in his head. People said all kind of stuff. He was gaying out, or he was gayed out. People said his wife was, they have a, do foster cocking or whatever, or when people can make love to your wife. Foster cocks. I don't know what it is. They do foster cocks, or cock fostering. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to look it up either because I have a blocker on my computer. But yeah. So they said. So anyway, but there was a guy who said something, and then you saw somebody, a rich guy, another rich guy, come and hit him. And then get an award for it, and it just kind of felt like this is where I ended up really feeling the most anger at the end of it all. It was just really towards Hollywood, towards the Oscars, towards the whole fucking machine of all that shit. It was like, hey, if somebody can hit somebody else, they can do whatever they want. They could say this man can speak or not speak, and we'll give that guy an award. And then, this is the craziest part, all of Hollywood will stand there and applaud the guy, as if the fucked up thing he didn't even happen. And it was kind of like a microcosm, I think, of everything that's been going on, So many people feel like their reality is neglected by Hollywood. That since Hollywood owns a lot of the media and mainstream media, that they just that they're so powerful that if they want to act like something didn't happen, they can just brush right over it, which they do all the time. Pick and choose what they think, or when they think something is important, or what they think is important. So I think there was a lot of that in there for me. And I hope Chris Rock sues the Oscars. I would sue the Oscars. I would sue everybody in that bitch. That's what I would do. Cause yeah, that's what it was for me. It was like, here's this powerful machine saying once again, we determine if the way you see things is real or not, almost. Or we think we determine it. Because we all saw somebody hit somebody and then get an award, then give an insane speech and get a standing ovation. It was like they were trying to make us believe that it didn't happen. In a way. Which goes along with the whole pandemic thing. All of that ties in there. Like, oh, you're going to make me, you're really trying to bend me out of the fact that reality is happening. So anyway, that's kind of where some of that landed for me. And maybe that's obtuse kind of, but maybe it's not, dude. I'm just here for limes. Okay? I walked in here for 2 limes, and now I'm an assistant manager. That's what's going on. And it was wild because Spade took me to like a fancy party. You know, he took me to a fancy party, dude. Everybody was in that bitch. Kardashians, fucking Kevin Bacon's was in there. Everybody was in that. Leonardo, DiCaprio, and Da Vinci. Both of them were. I mean, they had seancing in one room. They had damn spirits coming out of the back. Christopher Columbus was in that bitch. Everybody was in there. Kobe, I think Kobe showed up for a half hour. It was, that's how fancy it was. They were recollecting people, and they were showing up. You know, Ed Asner was in that bitch. Who else? I don't even know anybody else famous. I think I saw Jesus over there by the, getting some watermelon punch. I mean, they had everybody in there. Hope you enjoyed that video, and you can watch another. And you can watch this one, you can watch this one. Different options, different choices. Some guy just brings you one option, not this guy. 2 options. Watch one, this one or this one.